As an athlete, you need to physically train to get better, but what about mentally? Nicholas Santino, a high-performance coach and director of coaching at Consistent Elite Performance, joins us to talk about ways to help improve your performance and well-being in sport and in life. Good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning. How are you?
Good, good. I'm actually reminded of the Carey Price story. He took his mental health seriously and very publicly and has become a role model.
Yes, absolutely. And when I look at Carey Price, I think that shows us the spectrum of what mental health really is. It is quite wide, and there are times where we might slip into that mental illness side, where we have to really prioritize ourselves, our family, our loved ones, and what's best for us across our lifespan, not just in the moment. But there also is that other side of mental health as well, where it's not the mental illness, but the mental striving and prospering aspect as well, which Carey Price has done quite well at over multiple years.
This is all about improving your inner game. And a lot of it has to do with mental toughness and leadership that you help foster.
Yes, absolutely. The way I look at what we do with mental performance coaching, the definition that I use is the ability to be aware of, accept, and influence your thoughts, feelings, and actions. Now, is that important for mental illness? Absolutely, but it is important for the opposite side of that coin as well, that mental toughness side.
Okay, this is a tough question that there may not be an answer for. We often hear about, the mental game in sport. There's many contributing factors, but how much is mental?
Yeah, it's really tough to say. We like to use the car versus driver analogy. I think when you're younger, it's not necessarily as mental because you're working on a lot of the physical abilities, the technical abilities. So that makes a big difference in your game relative to your peers and your competitors. That said, as you develop your car, your skill, your speed, it gets a lot better and it becomes fairly equal with your competitors and your teammates. So what do you do then? Well, you have to start focusing on your driver, your mindset, the stuff that allows you to optimize that car and ensure that not only are you in the race, but you're able to win that race.
Oh, so getting through these steps, tell us about Consistent Elite Performance. You have several programs. What do you offer up?
Yeah, absolutely. So we do have several programs. We offer things like online modules and our CP group program called the High Performance Circle. We also offer team programs for individual teams. That said, we mostly work on one-on-one coaching. We have 7 different coaches with a variety of coaching styles and expertise. That allows us to fit the needs and preferences of as many athletes as possible. So we really rely on this 3-step system of assessment, fundamentals, and compound effect, making sure those habits are ingrained.
I notice you also have tips for parents as well, because, boy, parents can be great or can actually have a negative impact on that, mental game. Even the drive home from a game, it's what is said and the support that a parent gives, and you provide help with that.
Yes, absolutely. Parents are definitely important. They can be extremely helpful or not so much. Dr. Cassidy Preston, my mentor, actually did his PhD dissertation on the tripartite relationship between athlete, coach, and parent. So anytime you are a youth athlete specifically, you want to make sure that your parent is on the same page as you and that the parent, the athlete, and the coach are all working together in order to come to the same goals and achieve the same goals.
So no screaming during the game at your kid.
No screaming, maybe at home, nice conversation. I'm quite a yeller myself, so if you're a loud family, be loud together if that's what's natural, but yeah maybe not too much yelling during the game. Maybe.
Okay, before we go, some quick tips and exercises we can do to prepare and enhance our mental agility in sport and life.
Love it. So I would say lean into what we call the reset routine. It's a 3-step process of breathing, self-talk, imagery. Just really making sure that when something happens in your life that you take a moment, you take a breath, you learn how to have a conversation and communicate with what we call a pink elephant. So that's the thing that's throwing you off and making you anxious, frustrated. And learning how do I start picturing the future and starting to understand what do I want to do and how do I want to feel when I'm going next. So this is a clear example of our bubble. If you were to click next, pink elephant. When that's enter our bubble, we want to use our reset routine in order to get that bubble. So if you click next, that gets that bubble out of there and we're able to become our own Superman.
Great stuff that can help so many people. We'll link up the website and socials for consistent elite performance. Nicholas Santino, thanks so much for joining us. Have a great day.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.